Okay, thank you for this great opportunity to share my research outcomes and update. And my research interests are electrochemical sensors and for monitoring these emerging contaminants in water and the renewable energy production from the waste, such as hydrogen production from waste and electricity recovery using microbial fuel cell. And I'm also working on the sustainable water and wastewater treatment using the nanotechnology and the fold osmosis membrane separation, as well as gray water, black water reuse are another my research interest. So far, I taught 5 core undergraduate courses and 2 graduate courses in environmental engineering. And then some of the key achievement is the EPA P3 project with the undergraduate students and the ONR summer faculty fellow, including this year. Okay. And then so far I published over 76 papers in peer-reviewed journal, and then some of them were selected as journal covers. And then my research has been funded by several the agencies, and I have mentored 6 Ph.D. students so far, and 8 master students, and 27 undergraduate students, and then 4 Ph.D. The 4 postdocs. And then some of my students received the national award and as well as UCF award. So this is the topic I will talk about today, and then 3 research areas. So the first, I will talk about the simple rapid detection of emerging contaminants in water, and then I will introduce the novel the degradation technology for emerging contaminants in water, and finally I will discuss about the renewable energy from the waste. Then this highlighted parts are the research topic to be covered in this talk. So I have several slides about the 9 slide of this. So I will talk about just briefly about what we are doing. So the first research topic is harmful algal toxin detection sensors, and then we know very well the harmful algal blooms is one of the global the environmental problems, and then but the actual problem of this HAPS in the product is the production of harmful algal toxins, which are the mostly known as MCLRs, but the traditional method is not easy, it's very time consuming and expensive. So here we use the anti-MCLR as a bioreceptor to deliver the electrical signal to the transducer. And then the sensor performance was evaluated by the EIS, impedance spectroscopy. And then it shows very good linear working range with the limit of the detection of 0.969 nanogram per liter, and then the lifetime was about 12 weeks. So this sensor can allow for in situ, low cost, easy to use capability for smart the HAP management. And then the second one is the problem from the current urban the waste resources treatment and energy conversion method, such as the limit of the space and odor problem, lead to underground complex the plant development. So with that we may need for the unmanned health monitoring systems for the biological treatment systems. So in this 4-year project, we were trying to develop an integrated sensing system for microbial sensing and physical chemical change monitoring in anaerobic digesters. So first we developed the electrochemical nickel and cobalt detection sensor for indirect monitoring of the methanogens in anaerobic digester. So the main hypothesis is DMG was used as a chelating agent to form the metal complex for absorption, the absorption cathodic stripping voltammetry. And then the sensor was successfully developed with a lower limit detection and also productivity. And then in this, the second project, second year of the same project, we developed the microbial fuel cell the biosensors for like water toxicity monitoring. And then this concept is that the output signal of the MFC will indicate the like metabolic activities of electrogenic bacteria, so that the real-time toxicity the monitoring for toxicants, such as here the heavy metals or the BTEX, was possible. And then the experimental conditions, such as the inoculant media, external resistance, and then the kind of toxicant were investigated to investigate the performance of the sensor. And then the toxicity response of the sensor was evaluated based on the inhibition ratio. And then as you can see, the MFC sensor showed a good feasibility as a water toxicity sensor and health monitoring purpose for this biological wastewater treatment process. And then this project has been conducted since last year, and we just got renewal for this additional year. And then the sponsor wants technology to continuously monitoring the concentration of manganese ion in their raw water and finished water in drinking water treatment plant. And then currently we are working on the concentration range about the 1 to 1,000 ppb of this manganese, the ion, and then the sensor capable of the measuring on site. So we developed an electrochemical biopolymer modified the sensor, and then they measured this concentration using a scale wave cathodic stripping multimetric. And then the sensor performance showed no interference with the other competing heavy metal ions, and then good linear relationship with the manganese ions. Then the next project is, while I previously introduced MCLR as a algal toxin sensor, here I would like to introduce a novel photodegradation technology for harmful algal toxins removal. So here I collaborated with Dr. Yang's group, and we successfully applied this metal organic framework MOF for photodegradation of emerging contaminants. So the first we are working with the MCLR, then we will use this technology for our original purpose, which is the PFAS photodegradation. Then our results of MCLR photodegradation are pretty promising, which are comparable with the other results found in other literatures. And then we found that this gold can improve photodegradation of this MCLR, and then successfully applied this a gold nickel MOF from the 20 ppb to 1 ppm of MCLR in water. And then in previous years, our lab has been working on the electrochemical heavy metal sensors, such as to detect zinc, mercury, cadmium, and lead. And then from this, our experience, we had an idea of electrochemical absorption process for heavy metal the removal recovery. So we use the biopolymer 2D materials as a novel material for removing these multiple heavy metal in water throughout this electrochemical absorption processes. And then MOS2, molybdenum disulfide, improves the electrode performance by providing high specific surface area and also numerous binding sites, which is specific to heavy metals. And also we use the conductive the nanocarbon in composite to facilitate to charge transfer and improve this removal efficiencies. And then this is the Iraq, the project with PFAS removal. And then as you know, the PFAS is forever chemical and a very hot topic these days in everywhere. And then, but its measurement not only using the LC-mass, but also using the sensor, and also its removal are not easy. So in this project, collaborating with the Dr. Kushima's group, we developed a novel catalytic nanoparticle electrode for electrochemical oxidation of this PFAS in landfill leachate. And then the PFAS removal in this system is through the electrochemical oxidation, either the direct oxidation or the indirect oxidation, as well as the absorption of PFAS through the interaction between some certain groups of PFAS with this, the electrode. And then in a complex media such as landfill leachate, the removal efficiency was good, like such as 50% removal for PFOA and then 59% for the PFOS. And then this project is the EPA P3 project working with the Dr. Chung's group at the Nano Center. And then we also used the molybdenum disulfide as a biomimicry to the Namibian fog basking beetles, which has evolved to gather water from the mist via a nanoscale bump on its back. And then we applied the 3D printed the polyvinyl alcohol scaffold, which is the water soluble, and then completed the MOS2 the polyurethane sponge. And then using the simulated and also natural water outside, we successfully produced the clean water from the salt water. And then this is the last this project was recycling urine for hydrogen productions in microbial electrolysis cell technology, which can be used for the space industry. Our motivation of this study, like in this picture, the recycle the urine for astronaut, the drinking waters. Then, as you know, urine has a great potential to be future sustainable energy source due to the high concentration of nutrient and relative high conductivity. And then using exo electrogenic bacteria at the anode where the urine is fed, we generated the electricity which can support the hydrogen production in the cathode chamber. And then the near term for the next 1-2 years, our lab will keep working on the detection of emerging contaminants in water with diverse sponsors, and then photo microalgal hydrogen production and also for osmosis for oily wastewater treatment are the projects currently some of my graduate students are working on for their thesis and then also dissertation. Then algal crop, the protection for biomass production is another research area. And then this summer, I will be joining again for the ONR summer faculty and then keep working on this bilge water stuff. And then the potential collaboration is some like a use of the equipment and facility and also computational modeling and also machine learning for environmental engineering. As a long-term, I will keep working on the detection and process control in drinking water and the water quality monitoring sensor scale up, and then also biofuel productions from agricultural crops. Okay, thank you very much and for your time, and then I will take any questions if